Because I feel like he always does goblin noises.
Does he? What's a goblin noise?
Like... I don't know. Oh. Oh no! What are we doing there?
Oh yeah, do we need a clap?
So welcome back to another episode of the Top Floor.
I feel like I was like, fuck it, let's just carry on. Just carry on.
Welcome back to another episode of the Top Floor. So Jacob, how are we? I feel like we haven't filmed in a while.
Yeah, no, it's been a couple of weeks. I've missed it. I've missed the pair of you. I've missed getting everything out.
As need to hear that.
You know what I mean? It's therapeutic. Because we've put the. I know you've got something you want to start with, but I just want to say.
No, yeah.
Because we have put the first episode out now. The socials are live and everything. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone for the support so far.
Yeah, very surprised by the initial reaction of it.
Yeah, the initial response has been sick. Like the amount of people that have messaged me and just saying like, just all dead nice stuff about it has been mint.
But to be fair, like I feel like, well, I definitely thought the worst outcome of it where it'd be posted. And like, I don't know, it's like I'd gone in work or something and everyone just like fucking laughing at you, like it just wouldn't happen.
You'd walk in and everyone would look and just like, what a fucking, just like smirk.
Yeah. But I felt it was just like, I don't know.
No, yeah, we've had quite a lot of people sharing it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, I know it's not like massive numbers or anything.
Before you start, I'm just fucking lowering my shorts so we don't have any thigh problem again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you've not seen episode 2 yet, there's a lot of thigh.
Yeah.
Unless Tom's worked enough magic on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know the numbers haven't been like, they're not like massive, big, successful numbers. But for the first episode, I was well happy. Because I think it's at like, I don't know, it's at like 90 views or something. I genuinely thought it was going to get like 5.
Well, the way you put it into like, well, like you said 90 views, I think it said 80 at the time, but it was like, imagine, I mean, you couldn't fit 90 people in here, but say you could.
Yeah.
So in a bigger room,
yeah,
and there's 90 people there. I'm not being funny.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's like a fucking assembly.
yeah, fully. That's like a full year in school, almost. In fact, no, I don't think it is actually.
I'm not going to get into how many kids fit in a classroom.
Right. Okay. Right, go on anyway. You had something you wanted to start with.
Yeah, so like, so you'd probably be familiar with the sick of it sort of thing where we put something in the bin. This is just something like, it's been grinding my gears recently a lot. Like now, because now I'm walking to work again, I'm coming across this problem a lot more times. And I hope you're not one of these people, because if you are, I'll fucking chuck you out that window. Is people, and I feel like it's a very similar problem to a lot of people have, a lot of fellow walkers.
Fellow walkers? You're walking to work that's at the back of your estate, you know, up a mountain.
But right, let me spit it out. People not picking the shit up in any place like where you're walking. So I walk through 2 ginnels on my way to work.
We're talking about animal.
Maybe like. Yeah, so like dog shit. But like, I'm walking through like all this to work like I'm walking through a minefield.
Yeah.
Because it's like, so the first initial when I'm walking out, I'm not going to describe where I live. But like, I'm walking down a ginnel basically straight away. And I feel like people just see a ginnel, the dog shits in it. It's like,
yeah.
That belongs there.
That's one of those easy things where it's like, you're in a ginnel, your dog's having a shit, you look around, there's no one about.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, I'm not going to pick it up if there's no one here
just
to judge me.
Put a leaf over it or something.
Well, that's even worse, because then you might actually step in it.
A shit sandwich.
Yeah. That's why it's horrible when, like, during autumn, when all the leaves fall off the trees. Because it's just like...
It's like blended in.
Yeah, it's just a shit minefield.
Yeah. But like, where...
You don't know.
Where I walk down the second ginnel, right? So I'm walking there, and you can actually start to smell poo. like dog poo.
Uh-huh.
So then that makes me even more cautious. Like, reminds me every day that there's shit in the area. Like, my radar's going off. So I'm looking around. I'm like, that the amount of shit that I have to avoid, and I probably stepped in some, but I'm just waiting for the day where I can just generally like smell it when I'm in work. Sorry, that didn't make any sense.
What? You've totally lost me. Why?
That didn't come out like, it went through my brain.
You're waiting for the day where you can smell it.
So like, I'm dreading the day, not waiting for the day. I was in set 5 for English, alright? Leave me alone.
Oh God.
But like, do you know, like, have you ever had it? Because I've had it in school before, to be fair, where I've walked to school and I've just smelt shit and I've got shit on my shoe.
Right. So you're afraid that one of these mornings you're not going to realise stepping some shit and you're going to get to work and now Jack stinks of shit.
Yeah. Because then what do I do? I'm not buying more trainers to walk around in. And I'd have to wait for my dinner to go home and get changed.
Something tells me that they would let you go change your trainers. You live 5 minutes away.
I don't think they would, you know.
What? So they just want you treading dog shit around the shop?
To be fair, I could just go barefoot. But I swear someone's done that before. Has someone done that before?
I don't know. Surely. I don't know. I don't think anyone's had the dogs out.
We can edit this out, but has someone like actually grazed the foot on like this would probably get edited out.
That was in socks. It weren't like,
oh, was it?
Yeah, she didn't like get her dogs out for it.
You might as well go the full hog. Proper get in there.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I've got about that shop in just socks.
Yeah. I just feel like I've got rid of the shit smell. Now I'll be getting a horrible footy, sweaty smell.
Why do your feet smell that bad?
After 20k steps, they do.
Yeah, but that's inside the trainers.
Speaking of smelly feet, actually, my brother-in-law, and I'll name him, shame him, because it's fucking disgusting.
Right.
His feet have got to be the fucking worst smelling things I've ever smelled in my life. Like, I walk through the door, and if he's come off shift, you can just smell like cheesy, like vinegar. Like, you smell it straight away. I swear it's a medical condition. It has to be.
Have you told him?
Oh yeah, we all tell him. It's just
right, okay. So he's well aware. So he's not going to watch this episode and go,
oh, smelly feet.
That fucking bastard.
But no, like, he's just aware of the problem. I just don't think he knows how to solve it.
Surely you wash your feet. Is that not solved?
Oh, yeah, obviously not.
Have you asked him when he showers, does he shower to just his thighs and then just hope when the water's running down?
Well, to be fair, you know what I do?
Do you do that?
So, like, I'll just squirt like a load of soap all over me, right?
Well, just straight out of the bottle, not even onto your hand?
Armpits, I'll put it on my hand. If it's like all over, I'll get it on, get the poof thing and work my magic.
Right.
But like, you get like a foam pit at the bottom where it's all clogged up. So then to wash my feet, I put my feet in that and just like sort of do like a bit of a shuffle in the shower. So I'm essentially like dancing in my shower to get all. So
you're not like foot up in between.
No,
in between the dogs.
No, I just like proper like, I don't know. Can you get that image in your head? Not me in the shower. Like proper like having a good groove in there, like a foot bath. Is it all clogged up at the bottom?
Is that not just dirty water at the bottom though? I mean, I know what you mean. Yeah. It's like soapy and that.
Not that dirty.
Yeah, it's true. I suppose. See your point.
But yeah.
Yeah, ranted.
Yeah. And that's all I got to say about that.
I had some a minute ago that was related to one of them, and now,
well,
can't for the life of me.
I'm going to say, well, I was going to say, speaking of bad habits, but it's not really a habit, is it? Well, it is.
You've not told me what it is.
No, actually. Before we go on to something else, are you one of these people, because you didn't actually give me an answer, that picks your dog shit up?
Yeah, of course I pick the dog shit up.
Even in, I mean, this wouldn't even affect me, but if you shat on grass, would you pick it up?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll let you off then. A lot of people, I reckon, they just leave it on the grass.
I know, but there's nothing I hate more than stepping in dog shit.
Yeah.
What I do hate is when you pick up your dog shit and then there's like no bins anywhere. If it's a popular dog walking area, have some bins about, because now I'm walking about with a bag of shit in my hand. And like none of us are enjoying it. The people I'm walking past don't like it. I don't like it. My dog probably thinks, why are you bringing me shit with me? Do you know what I was accidentally doing the other day? Well, yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm on Twitter. See a big...
cock.
child. I see like a photo of like a big Nazi blimp, right? Is it a blimp? What are they called now? Well, one of those like blimps where like people could go in them. I don't think they really do them anymore.
The blimps when they're like dead eye up in the sky.
Yeah.
Shit like a American football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of them, but it's got like Nazi flags on it.
Right.
And it's a picture of that, and then the caption was something like, hard to believe that the same people who built this put wooden doors on gas chambers. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, liked it. And then I'll go on to the next one. It's like a similar sort of thing, but with like one of those massive like rail guns he had, the big artillery guns.
Yeah.
And something else about like gas chambers being suspect.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, that's a bit weird that they're comparing the same thing. And then I keep going, and I realise I've accidentally started liking like white supremacist tweets. They were like
by
there were people like Holocaust deniers who like were saying the Holocaust never happened and like the gas chambers were all faked, and that's why they had wooden doors on them, because the same people who made that advanced, like the advanced blimps and the rail guns and stuff like that, wouldn't put wooden doors on gas chambers. And that was their rationale for being like, yeah, the Holocaust is obviously fake.
Yeah.
But at first, I just thought they were telling me some cool facts. But no, so I went back and had to like unlike them all and be like, I don't want people thinking I'm like...
Twitter just like, when it says like you like something, like it took me a while to realise that it literally shows you other people what you've liked, doesn't it? When it says liked by Jacob, and I can see what you've liked.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. But like your likes are hidden now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. So like if I went to your profile and went to likes, like there's nothing there. Like I can't see what you've liked. But I think sometimes a tweet will still pop up and it will say above it like liked by Jack.
Right, yeah. That's what I meant.
But yeah, so I almost joined like the KKK or something by accident.
Easy mistake to make, I guess.
Well, to be fair, I don't think it'd be the KKK, would it? But you know,
just as bad.
Yeah. It's not any better. But yeah, he'll totally
got some good policies. No, Jacob, it's bad.
So yeah, I had a panic. I thought we've almost ruined the podcast before it's even begun.
I promise.
I thought these tweets will be shown in like 5 years' time if
prop it out, yeah.
If this is like popular in like 5 years' time, I'll be getting cancelled on Twitter for liking neo-Nazi tweets or something.
Stop having caffeine.
You got the shakes.
And I put it down, then it just went like that. Sorry, everyone.
No, yeah. So that's just my confession for the day.
Well,
I just wanted people to know that it's not really what I'm on.
This is
not really aligned with.
I was gonna say that sounded awful, because you just said confession, so it just sprung to my mind as like it's gonna lead well into this next thing that I've been looking at. But that would have just sounded like I'm just gonna go on like a racist rant or something. But like I was, because I hope for like one day I was like, well, we've both been like hoping if we can get people to write confessions in and we can read them off.
Yeah.
But Reddit's a thing and it's basically just there for us already.
Yeah.
I've just picked out like 3 that I've read. Just made me laugh. Made me giggle. So we'll get into him, but there's a twist at the end of it. I'm not gonna display what that twist is.
Okay.
But I'll just read all three and just like react to them, all that good stuff. So the first one was when I was 3, I painted my dad's toenails while he was sleeping every night, and it took him 2 weeks to notice.
Fuck off.
It's like such a short like confession,
How do you
but
not?
it proper got me. And it also reminded me, there's like a show somewhere, it used to be like a big like little trend on TikTok, of like, I don't know what show it were, when he was like, this guy used to like cut people, like men's hair at night when they were sleeping. And like this guy says, yeah, have you not seen this?
I don't. What? He's what? Sneaking into people's houses?
So like
cut their hair?
he sat with his mate.
Sounds like you're watching Crimes.
He sat with his mate and he goes, well, I'll do it to you as well. It's what, you cut my hair every night? I was like, yeah. I was like, how do you think it gets like short and like tidy? He was like, my hair just doesn't grow very fast. I was like, no, I'm just in there snipping away.
Well, this was an entire TV show.
I can't, it's like, it's the way he says it. Like, I can't remember what he says word for word, but it like everyone were like voicing over it and stuff, and it became like a bit of a trend on TikTok.
I have never seen this.
Yeah, maybe it was just my word for you page.
Yeah,
But it really reminded me of that.
How long do you reckon you could go before you'd notice that though? Because now that I think about it, it's not like I look at my toenails all that often. I mean, I don't
realise in the shower.
I definitely wouldn't
especially
go,
with my electro shuffle, and I'm proper like going
because they'd be covered in soap.
I'm sure actually.
So you'd notice less than me. I'd notice in the shower because I'm
getting in there.
Bringing them up, but I don't think you would. And then you get out.
No, when you're putting your socks on, surely.
I know, but you're looking at your toes. Or do you just do it instinctively? Because I usually have something on the TV. I don't need to look at my foot to put socks on.
I'm a bit of an idiot when I'm putting my socks on. I can't balance on one foot and get them on. So I have to like sit down.
Balance?
Well, yeah,
You're not sitting down to do it?
Well, normally I'm like, to be fair, this is my own problem. I'm like balancing on one leg and I'm like manoeuvring, trying to get it on. That's how I've always done it. And then like I've realised I've got no balance. So now I like have to sit down, but sometimes I forget to sit down.
Doesn't everybody put the socks on sat down? I feel like surely they do.
You can put a poll on Twitter.
Like,
no, I feel like a lot of people stand up.
Because your socks are in your bedroom. Your
bed
is in your bedroom.
Drawer?
In my bedroom.
But like, is it the top shelf, middle shelf, or bottom shelf?
Well, there's only one drawer in my room,
is it?
so that's my underwear drawer.
What a shit drawer that is. Mine's a top drawer, middle, bottom, and they're in the top one. So I just pick them out and just put them on.
Yeah, but where is a drawer in relation to your bed?
Like the bottom end of bed.
Right, so why don't you sit on your bed?
Because I'm like in a rush to get my socks on. And also, something that you might not like, I don't dry my feet when I'm putting my socks on.
That is vile. What do you mean you don't dry your feet?
Like, I'll just dry everything else, but then I'll just be like, my feet are wet, but I'll just put my socks on.
You absolute psychopath.
Which is a bit of a challenge as well. So like now I'm putting the socks on and it's making it a bit more difficult.
So sorry. So you're balancing on one leg, trying to put your socks on wet feet.
I'm gonna say no. I don't put my socks on first. That's just fucking criminal. Boxers.
No, hold on.
I'm gonna say because then.
Hold on. Look, I don't put my socks on first. But you can't call that criminal when you're putting your socks onto wet feet.
I have no defense for this, but it's just what.
No, there is no defense.
Oh, I need someone to agree with me on
that. That
this.
is sickening.
I can't be the only one.
What when you've got them on, do you go stand in puddles on purpose as well? There's nothing worse than a wet sock, and that's just how you're starting your day off.
Wet feet is like with your socks on. It's just like disgusting. I get that. But like,
something tells me you don't.
It's just like some of that happens in my brain. Like I'll just do it like without thinking. Like it's just a norm to me.
Have you not got like mad athlete's foot or something? Because like you're not drying your feet.
No, quite clean feet apart from the blisters. But that's sport related.
Something tells me drying your feet might help with that.
But yeah, that's just how I've always done it.
Do you do it with any other part of your body? Like, do you put t-shirts on when you're wet?
No, because I get like the wet stain. It sort of It bugs me a bit.
All right, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But the wet socks are fine.
Yeah, to be fair, sometimes I do forget to dry me back because it's a bit awkward, isn't it? Like, you got to like fucking shimmy across.
like you're a belly dancer.
I'm salsa dancing with towel. So like that's up. So I'll just put it on and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, I won't take it off and dry it. I'll just like, right, it is what it is. Leave it on. But most of the time I do dry the old torso. But feet, just don't do it. There's something new you've learned about me today. I'm surprised.
That lead poisoning from the
I'm surprised you're surprised
episode.
at this.
Well, look, I know you're not a full shilling, but that's genuinely one of the worst things you've ever confessed to, and you have confessed to some stuff.
I'm just used to these reactions that you have to what I do now, though, so I don't even.
Yeah,
feel
but
bad
usually
about
I feel like it doesn't. Like usually, you tell me something, it doesn't surprise me anymore.
Yeah,
but I am in shock. You don't dry your feet. Don't dry your feet,
master.
That you don't dry your feet. Is this every day, or is this just like when you're in a rush?
Well, I'm normally in a rush because for some reason
like this morning. So I didn't pick you up until 12. What time did you have a shower?
20 to 12.
Why are you having a shower so late?
Because, well...
So, did you dry your feet when I picked you up? Are they wet feet in there?
No, stop looking at my feet. No. So, they're wet feet in there. No, so, like, most mornings I am just in a rush, but mainly because I just don't keep track of time. So, like... So, say I started work at 12:30, I'll leave it as late as possible to start getting ready. So then, if something goes wrong in the getting ready process, like, oh shit, I ain't got any, like, tops to wear, for example, I'll be like, oh shit, so then, like, I'll be late. Well, that's my own fault for just, like, not keeping
Oh, yeah, I'd just like to clear up, all of this is your own fault. Yeah. None of this is anyone else's doing.
But, like, I don't know, yeah, I am technically always in a rush getting ready. Maybe I should just give myself another half hour to just like...
Don't even need half hour. 5 minutes. Not even that, a minute. How long does it take to dry your feet?
About 8 minutes.
Your feet aren't that big.
4 minutes for each foot.
30 seconds in between each dog.
But yeah. There you go. That way, what was on? Though that was the first confession. That is a confession itself, to be fair.
Yeah,
by that reaction.
The fucking someone painting their dad's toenails. I'm not bothered about that. You not drying your feet. You need to post on there.
Should get an account going.
Yeah.
Well, that was the first one. So we've got 2 more to go off.
What's the next one?
They don't have titles, so I'll just read them off. I made myself a plate of nachos, the full works, the lot. As I've gone to the toilet to release my bladder, I've started to feel a tingling sensation in my knob. Yeah, that's right. The jalapenos rubbed off my fingers to my knob. I've now got my knob. My knob is on fire.
Oh my god.
Gets better. I've now got my knob in a wet flannel to ease the pain as it feels like the fucker we're gonna fall off.
That's fucking horrific. What an absolute idiot. What an awful, awful thing to do. That reminds me, in the Pick Your Poison card game, which we've now got, which you'll see later. We'll play it at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Let me get the next one.
One of the cards is something like as a would you rather, one of the options is something about having your ass fingered off someone who's just eating hot wings or something like that. And they just seem like the same thing to me. That is awful.
We'll react to that, but I want to get this last one out. It's a bit of a long paragraph to read.
All right, go on.
I'm going to put my phone on. My hands are literally like that. I don't know why, but I just...
Jack's got a bad caffeine problem.
I don't know why, but I enjoy doing this. Maybe it's my way of dealing with stress or something. But I just do it about once every week. Oh, hang on, have I just missed a sentence? No, I haven't. Generally, I'll carry around a sack and creep around in sort of a crouch walking... Oh, I'm such an idiot. Right, I'm starting this again. It does have this one has a title, that's why. I like to creep around my home and act like a goblin. That's the title. Now I'm supposed to start reading.
This is definitely posted by you. Well, go on.
I don't know why, but I just enjoy doing this. Maybe it's my way of dealing with stress or something. But I just do it about once every week. Generally, I carry around a sack and creep around in a sort of crouch walking position, making goblin noises. That honestly, we're like a third of the way in.
Oh, see, this is funny because you're reading it. I'm just imagining you doing it.
You know what it reminds me of? I'm not saying he does this, but Max. And I don't know why. Because I feel like he always does goblin noises.
Does he? What's a goblin noise?
Like, I don't know. Oh. Oh no! What is that? Stop. Oh. I need to get through this. This is just making it look like I do this. I don't do this. But I might.
First of all, how in the world is that a goblin noise? Secondly, I have never heard Max make a sound like that in your life.
But he does it better than me.
He's mastered the goblin noise, has he?
I've heard him do a goblin noise before, I'm telling you. Oh,
look, I've heard him do many questionable accents. None of them have ever been goblin.
Right, where was I up to?
Oh, God.
Goblin, yeah. Then I'll walk around my house and pick up various different...
Talking to the mic, you spaz.
Oh, sorry. Then I'll walk around my house and pick up various different trinkets in quotation marks and put them in my bag while saying stuff like, I'll be having that. And laughing manically in my goblin voice.
So he's walking around his own house, stealing things.
Yeah.
Pretending to be a goblin.
Yeah. Trinkets can include anything from shit I found on the ground to cutlery to other utensils. The other day I was talking with my neighbours and they mentioned hearing weird noises like what I wrote about, and I was intentionally screaming the entire conversation. I'm 99% sure they don't know it's me, but 1% chance is serially weighing on my mind.
Intentionally screaming or internally screaming? Because is he just screaming back at his neighbours?
Internally.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Oh my God.
Yeah. I might have left that one to the end.
What in the fucking world? Does, like, when people have... I can't form a thought. I've got too much going on in my head. Right, people in the comments are surely asking him questions. Is he answering them? Because I have questions.
Let me have a look.
I need to know how long he's doing this for. Is this a 10-minute job? Or is this his entire evening? The
first one is, bruh, I'm laughing my arse off. It's so weird yet innocent, I have no idea what to think about it. Oh, fuck. I hope... What does OP stand for?
OP's original poster.
Yeah.
So the guy who wrote the confession.
I hope never stops doing this, but it serially brings so much light to my... Fuck off.
Right, is there anyone answering questions and he's replying? Because I need to know how often he's doing this, how long he's doing it for. I want to know what his daytime job is. Like, what if he's like some high-flying banker and then goes home and just pretends to be a goblin all evening? Someone's put as a name for this lifestyle, it's called Goblin Call, I shit you not. Oh, fuck off. There is not other people who do this. 20 years ago, I would have been like, no way, but ever since I learnt of furries, no fantasy life seems unbelievable anymore. What the fuck's furries? You don't know what furries are? No. I swear we've already spoke about this on an episode. Furries are like... I think they're... They kind of get... They're not the same thing, but they get closely tied in with, like, the My Little Pony people. who like there's a group of adults who are like obsessed with My Little Pony. Check their hard drives first of all.
Yeah.
But secondly, they like them and furries. I think there's a lot of overlap. So furries literally get about in like full mascot costumes.
Yeah, we have spoke about.
And they'll be a fox, or they'll be a fucking dog or a giraffe or some sort of animal.
Yeah.
And then I think there's sort of like a layer where it's like, oh yeah, this is all just fun, we're just messing about. And then you go like a layer deeper and there's a load of them are like weird deviants who like to shag in the costumes.
I feel like we have spoke about this.
Yeah, we definitely have. We've definitely already brought this up. But then there's like, you just can't convince me that some of them aren't paedophiles. I'm not saying all of them. Look, if you're two consenting adults, you want to dress up in your Sonic the Hedgehog costume and fucking go at it.
Yeah.
Like, have at it. But you can't tell me some of those people aren't fucking bad weird. In like a criminal way. They're not, to be fair, they're probably not as bad as like the baby adults. Have you seen them?
No.
Whereas like it'll be like grown men who wear a nappy just for like a kink, and then just like shit. They just like shit themselves and piss themselves and have a woman change them, or another man.
That sounds sick. I might do that.
It wouldn't surprise me if it like
wet sock surprises him, but me in a nappy doesn't.
Yeah, that tells you something, doesn't
it? But yeah, sorry. Before we go on something else, the twist to that.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. One of them is one of my confessions.
Fuck off. Right, hold on. One of those is one of your confessions.
Yeah.
Right, so let's run back through. What was it? We had the Goblin one, which, like I said, very, very well could be you.
Knob on fire and painting dad's toenails.
Right, it's not the Goblin one, because even though I 100% believe not only that you
Plot
would
twist,
do this,
the Goblin one is Max.
not only do I believe that you would do it, I think you probably are doing it. But you read out replies from that one.
Yeah, sort of.
So it can't be that one. What were the other two?
Knob on fire, dad's toenails. Paul,
I don't. Where you getting nail polish from?
I've got a mum and a sister that I live with.
Yeah, but I feel like you would eat something hot and then not think about it because you don't think that far ahead. I don't think you're quite capable of it.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't wash your hands. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if you was eating something hot and then like touch your eye. So I don't think it's that big of a jump to think you were eating something hot.
It's mad you've said that. Right, yeah, you're right. It is.
Yeah, of course it is.
But you've said that, and honestly, you've just described it perfectly. Right. Now, this was like, I often like, I'll often make like a plate of nachos, but like we never normally have the jalapenos on.
You know what? I wish I had nachos more often.
Honestly,
I only ever get them when I go to the cinema.
I make them really good. Oh, cinema ones, they're shite as well.
No, because it depends what cinema you go to.
Maybe, yeah.
Because some of them, they give you just like some cold, stale Doritos. And like...
Yeah, that's the one that I'm getting. With like a shitty...
Yeah, pot. And they give you like a pot that you have to open.
Yeah,
whereas if you go to a nicer cinema, they give you like warm... They're like hot. They're like warm, fresh ones. And then like the salsa's like poured in and so... Oh
yeah. I'm going to the wrong cinema. But yeah, as I was saying, the one... When I normally make them, it's got like, obviously cheese, salsa, and if I've got sour cream, and that, maybe if I've got guac, fuck it, but this one was like the full works. Like I had jalapenos on it, but because I like jalapenos, I'm not too bad with spice. I think it's jalapenos. I'll just call them jalapenos. Sour cream on them, guacamole on them, like everything was on them. I stacked them all out. I've done a fucking banging job. Then I'm eating them, and they were that good that like I weren't realising that were full, so I just ate the lot.
Right.
Now, I go to the toilet, as I do. Need a piss every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then like it weren't really like I didn't really notice it. I just felt a bit of a tingle, and I was just like,
you're like, oh, I burned.
Weird,
that's nothing new.
It feels weird, like, so I was just like, oh, fuck it, ignore it. Then like do it, blah blah blah. Wash my hands. Now this has done nothing. Washing my hands, right? So I've come out. And
what do you mean washing your hands has done nothing?
So after I've gone to the toilet, I've washed my hands. But when you was mentioning the eye, I've gone out and I've just gone like something like, just, you know, you just do that or something. Yeah. My eyes are on fire.
Oh, okay.
So now my knobs are in, my eyes are in. I'm like thinking I can't touch any of my body parts now because I'm gonna fucking I'm literally gonna pass out from pain. But I didn't know what to do. So like my eyes just fucked. So I'm like I can't do anything now about that. Like, I can either put it under the tap, but I'm just going to deal with that. More issues, like, my penis is in a bad way. So I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck? I don't want to tell anyone in my house, because...
Yeah, you can't be like, Mum, my cock's on fire.
Yeah, so... help! So, I rushed to, like, the sink, and there's, like... bunch of flannels there. I put it under a cold tap and I just sit there on the toilet and I just like wrap it round and I just sit there with a flannel on my willy. And I'm just sat there like, when's this like, because it eased the pain.
How long did this last for?
Good 10-15 minutes.
Fucking hell.
And I'm just sat there. I'm going to say flaccid, but it was a bit weird if I was fucking rock solid.
So that's how I developed my new key.
Oh, just fucking put ghost chili peppers all over it.
See, it's surprising because you don't like spicy food, do you?
Am
I thinking?
No, you are correct. And like, there's a certain limit I can get to. Jalapenos, whatever they're called, they're fine for me.
Right.
Like, there's like a sort. I don't think they're that spicy.
No.
Whereas, like, if you're gonna give me like a madras, I'd be like, yeah. That's not a chance in that. I could stomach it.
Right, all right, fair enough.
Not medium. I'm a medium Nando's person.
Yeah, but I think with Nando's, it's more about the flavour than the actual spice. Because I quite like spicy food, but like the hot sauce for Nando's doesn't taste as good as the medium sauce. Like the flavour is different.
Yeah.
And I also don't actually think it's any hotter.
I can't remember the last time I tried it, to be fair. I think I've always stuck with medium.
Yeah, I'd just get medium, I won't bother.
But yeah, what was I on about then?
Your cock being on fire.
No, yeah, so like, to be fair, so like after like 15 minutes, it eased off a bit, but it was just still like, I can't describe the pain. Like, it was just like, it was weird.
Well, no.
And it were all over.
To do. It was all over.
Like, it weren't just like one part of me knob and it was just the full thing.
It's like it spread.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a fucking idiot.
So,
okay. How long was the gap between finishing your nachos and going to the toilet? Also, where do you get your nachos from? What nachos are you using?
Well, the gap, to answer the first question, was probably about 5 minutes. I think I'd literally just ate them, put them in the kitchen and gone.
Right, well, you should have known to wash. If you would have been like, oh, I was watching a film, it was like 45 minutes later, I'd go, like, I understand forgetting. No,
but like I said, I'm actually just an idiot. I just don't think. I just went and just didn't even think about that's going to burn me knob.
Mm.
What was the second question?
Where do you get nachos from?
The actual bag of them, I get like the old El Paso ones.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I might go get some tonight.
They are very nice.
Movie night with myself.
If you can be arsed, if you can get like ready-made pulled pork or something and put that on top.
Oh.
That it's a sport, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, lesson of the day. Just fucking wash your hands if you're having spicy food. If you're a woman, probably won't affect you.
This segment was so much better than the 2 lies and a truth. This is a better way of doing it.
Yeah, because I was thinking it is a bit similar. But like the twist I thought I'll put on it was just the initial shock factor.
I have to applaud you for that. That was cracking.
We're a fun podcast.
That was really good.
I told you I had a good feeling about this episode.
Yeah, I still believe you get about as a fucking gremlin. Goblin, even. What's a gremlin?
I think they're both similar.
Is gremlin not from the film Gremlins, where they're those little cute things and then they get splashed with water and they become those little...
Oh, that's Smurfs.
What? Smurfs?
Aren't the Smurfs gremlins?
What? No, Smurfs are the Smurfs are Smurfs. A Smurf is its own thing. There was a film, Gremlins, where they were cute little things, but then...
I've not seen this film.
To be fair, it's from the 80s or something. But it's always on at Christmas. But then if they get wet or you feed them after midnight, they become these little demon things.
No, I'm not saying
different from a goblin anyway.
So,
Goblin, I feel is more like Lord of the Ringsy.
I've not seen the Goonies. I feel that's a film that's one of them where it's have you not seen the Goonies?
I was going to do the voice then, but I don't know if I'm allowed.
Please do it.
No.
I did my goblin voice.
Yeah, well that's different.
Oh.
Goblins don't exist. Speaking of films, I've been watching some films lately.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go on.
You can't do that and then not tell me.
No, I was just going to tell you about something that happened to me literally not last night, the night before. Have you ever seen the film Inception? You just brought it to us when you said films, where they're the world, their dream is all that crap. And they have
dreams inside a dream inside a dream.
That happened to me the other night. So
dream inside a dream.
I was dreaming, and then in my dream,
something tells me that film would be very different if it was your dreams and not Leonardo DiCaprio's.
But to be fair, it weren't a weird dream. As weird as you probably think my dreams are, it weren't actually that weird. It was just the fact that I've dreamt in a dream and I woke up and remembered it.
I feel like your dreams are probably just it's probably just Mario Kart or something colourful.
Yeah, they're pretty mad. Quite entertaining, to be fair.
So go on anyway.
So I was dreaming, and then I went to bed in the dream and I dreamt again. And I dreamt that my dad had this car. You know what was weird? I think it was your car. So my dad, I think, had your car. But it was a proper low down version. It was like a pancake. And it was built so he...
Have you seen that car online where it's the world's slimmest car or something like that?
No.
And it literally looks like it's above where the doors would be on the car. It's just the roof and the windows. That is the car with how low it is to the floor. It looks like it's glitched through the floor. But anyway, carry on. Sorry.
But yeah, in this dream, it's a car, and my dad's got an issue of getting into cars because he's so small. He's small in real life, but he's not that small. So it was this car's only built for him to get into. No one else can get into it.
Oh, sorry. I thought of that wrong then. In my head, I was thinking your dad couldn't fit in a car, but your dad's struggling to get into a car. He's too short to get in.
Yeah. So it's built to his size to get in this car.
Your dad's had a custom-made version of my car.
Yeah, basically.
Because he's
that short. It was definitely
an
Audi. What Audi it were? I can't remember in that much detail. Well, in the dream, I've got the sudden urge. So in the dream of the dream, I've got the urge to drive this car and park it up. I just want to park this car. So I've got in the car, and now you know where my street is. You know the little corner curb where you're going up to my house. Oh, describing this horrendous.
The little corner curb.
So as you're coming up my street, there's a curb that goes to the neighbour, and then there's my house there, isn't there?
Right. Yeah.
So I've gone to park it on this curb.
Right.
But I've missed it, and I've gone straight on and parked in front. Now because the car's so low, it's it's low, but it's also long, so it's just taking up all you can't drive up my street because the car's just taking up all the room. It's just like a pancake,
right?
But long. Now in the dream, I've so bearing in mind I've got in this car perfectly already, and it's built for him. So I've gone to get in it again, but now I can't get in the car. Right. So I'm getting in this car, but now the car's starting to move, and now it's rolling. Sorry. Now I'm going down the hill, the little hill that goes up. and it's crashing into like the car that's parked at the bottom. And then as it's crashed, I've woke up in the dream that I'm actually having.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, thank God that were a dream. They killed me.
Did you wake up in your own bed? Like in your dream? Were you in your room?
Yeah. So like I was where I would be, where I was actually originally. This sounds so confusing. But then I was shitting myself thinking, oh, thank God that were a dream. Well, I hope it were a dream. I'm in a dream. And then I woke up and I remembered it like, so like...
You know, I just think you had that dream, you woke up, nodded back off for a minute and then woke up again.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. But it was just so freaky. It all happened like in stages. It's like I woke up from that dream and then I woke up again. It was like, that is Inception. That is literally Inception. Inception? Why have I said it 3 times?
I don't know.
Inception.
If you say it 3 times, Leonardo DiCaprio might be.
But yeah, I just thought before you get into whatever you're on about, I just had to get that out there.
No, I was just going to say, I weren't necessarily going to bring these up whilst we're on films. Because we've had like 2 weeks of not doing this, I've been watching stuff.
Yeah, I've been a lot of... Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Go on.
First one, Fly Me to the Moon. It's about... So do you know the theory about how they faked the moon landing? Like they did it in a film studio and all that bollocks. It's a film about that, about how, if they did fake it, how they would fake it. Do you get me?
Is it Ryan Gosling who's in it?
No, it's...
I've seen a film about the moon landing that you're in. It was actually quite good.
Well, this is new. I went to the cinema for this.
Oh, right.
Is it Matt Damon? Tom, can you check if it was Matt Damon? Fly Me to the Moon.
Scarlett Johansson,
Channing Tatum, that's it.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. Scarlett Johansson, Channing Tatum. Cracking film. Have you watched...
It's in cinema now?
I watched it in the cinema about a week and a half ago or something.
I'll watch that when it comes out. Shit like that.
Well, it's very much in the same vein of like, did you watch Air?
Yeah, like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
We watched it together, didn't we? Pretty sure. Didn't we go to the cinema?
I went to the cinema for it, but I went with Lucy.
Did I not go with you? I've watched it with someone at cinema. It was at Printworks.
Not me.
Did I go with me on?
No.
I went with someone.
I definitely went with Lucy because I went to the one in Rochdale. Because we both...
No, I didn't go with you.
Because we both wore our Chicago ones to go. Because we geeks like that.
No, I went with someone else. 2 friends. One of them with Jake.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. So, like, Air and... have you watched Ford vs Ferrari?
Is that with Christian Bale?
Yeah.
I've watched, like... I do this sometimes. So if it's a long film and I'm not in the mood for the film but I want to watch something quick, I put it on. It's gone like on for 40 minutes and then I've just stopped watching it.
I hate that.
Yeah, I know.
I cannot
hate
stand watching half a film.
But like, I've just forgot about that.
If I don't have time to watch a film, I'm not putting one on. If I can't watch the whole thing, we're
That's
not
why
starting.
I need a series to watch again. But yeah.
So Fly Me to the Moon,
I do need to watch
it gives me like similar vibes to like Air and Ford vs Ferrari. Without ruining it, Channing Tatum is like the flight director, or launch control director, whatever it's called, at NASA, who's in charge of like putting man on the moon, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson's like the PR head for NASA, so she like fakes it behind his back and all this.
Yeah.
It is. But then they also have a bit of like a love triangle thing going on. Well, not a triangle, just a back and forth relationship. But it's really good. It's worth watching. I won't ruin it.
No, I'll definitely give that a watch.
And then I watched Long Legs. Have you seen anything about that?
No, someone has told me about that though. Horror film, innit?
Yeah, it's Nicolas Cage, which doesn't really strike me as a horror film kind of guy. Because I just think of him...
Is he the one that did The Day After Tomorrow? The world ending one?
I've never seen that. I don't know.
He did.
I just think of him from National Treasure.
He did a world ending film.
And Race to Witch Mountain. And Wicker Man.
Oh, was it Day After Tomorrow? It was one of them world ending films because in the film, there was like a bit that was proper mad where it was like, Oh, was it that ending? It was one of them anyway. It definitely had him in it. Where like the world were ending, and like everyone that were a Christian just fucking vanished when the world were ending. But everyone who weren't a Christian just stayed. It was proper weird.
Oh, so it's like all the Christians got
Yeah,
saved,
so it's like
and all the rest
it's
were
like the
doomed.
Messiah comes back to get you and stuff. And then they just left everyone else there
Yeah, right.
to die.
Oh, nice. Oh, lovely film.
Yeah. It was actually quite good, to be fair.
Mm. Well, I know he gets a lot of hate, but I don't mind Nicolas Cage.
Mm.
But the build up to Longlegs was so good. Like the trailers and stuff like
Oh my god. That sounded like a fucking shotgun.
oh god.
Oh my god. That needs to be sellotaped on the
Yeah,
wall.
that's doing my nutting.
That
I've
was
got
so
some like
scary.
Velcro sticky things. I might have to stick it to the wall.
Oh, can you stick me to it, wall?
What?
Definitely that dinosaur just creeping around behind us and knocks it off of these two.
Like it's fucking at the museum.
Yeah, comes to life.
Tell you what, that's a film.
That is a good film.
Cracking film.
Sorry about
But yeah, Longlegs. Because in the build-up, like, on the trailer and stuff like that, it shows... So, like, good protagonist, girl, detective, and then, like, bad criminal sort of thing. And the trailer is her
that. I'll be
seeing... What?
Sorry, because you were doing that.
Oh, right.
Oh, fucking hell. That reaction was what I wanted.
I had no idea what the fuck you were on about.
His face then. I thought I got that on camera and your reaction.
I didn't have a fucking clue what you meant.
You went, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck me. I'm cooking today.
Oh. Not bad.
Just, oh.
For God's sake. Oh, that'd be very generous.
I was waiting till you got smaller, but you just stared at that angle.
It took me so long to put together what you meant.
Oh.
But anyway, the trailer is the protagonist seeing the bad character for the first time, right?
Sorry. We're going to have to explain that to people who haven't watched it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, basically...
Go on.
He had his index finger and his thumb, both of them, apart. And like he had it there for about 5 minutes and I just couldn't take my eyes off it. So thus the comment of, how big's your knob? Carry on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where was we? Right, the trailer is her meeting the bad guy for the first time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like the first time the actress has seen him in makeup and everything and like as the character.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're tracking her heart rate, like her real heart rate,
Right.
as she meets him for the first time.
Right.
Are you following me?
Yeah, yeah.
And it goes up loads as she meets him and it's like, oh, his character's going to be dead fucking scary.
Right.
And then it sort of shows you him in the trailer, but it's all like staticky and like glitching sideways so you don't get a good look at him.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to be like some absolutely terrifying, like, psychopath or like a fucking demon or something. And it's just Nicolas Cage with a white face and long hair.
Mm.
And it's just not
scary.
The film is actually like really well shot and it's like very eerie and creepy.
Hmm.
But Nicolas Cage ain't scary in it. And he's meant to be. And then for ages they pan it out as this like he's like this psychopath but who's like way too smart for the police sort of thing. Like they can't figure out how he's killing people. They think it's him, but they can't figure out how he's murdering all these families.
Yeah.
because he's like leaving no trace in the house. It's like he was never there.
It sounds like they've just hired the wrong man for the role, or just done.
I don't know. I think
maybe it's makeup's problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be a makeup problem.
Oh.
But then so like for loads of the film, it's like this like detective thriller almost sort of thing.
Yeah.
As they're trying to catch this like psychopath, and then at the end, it just turns out he's using a bit of fucking witchcraft and like making these dolls that have demons in them that are killing the families. Yeah, it was a proper like shit turn, because I thought it was like there was nothing paranormal about it.
Yeah.
And then he's just like,
I was gonna say, have you seen the film The Black Phone?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? I was gonna say, because I haven't watched it yet, but I've been meaning to watch it.
That's alright, that, to be fair. That's not bad. That's pretty
it's supposed to be
worth
like
watching.
It's like a freaky like horror film. It's supposed to be like a really good film.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed
So
that.
I've been meaning to watch that.
Well, like I said, Longlegs is like, it's very well made, and like they do a lot of stuff in it that's like there's nothing going on. It's just like the way it's shot. It'll be in like the aspect ratio where it's like dead square. Do you know, like it's dead old?
Yeah.
Because it's set in like the 70s or something. So like lot of the filming is like made to match that, and it's dead like eerie and like uncomfortable to watch.
Is it similar to like, I don't even know if you noticed this, but you know Saltburn?
Yeah.
You know that with like display, there's like literally you have the black bar things, one on top and one on the bottom.
Yeah.
But on Saltburn, I don't know why it really bugged me. It was like you were watching it on an iPhone.
Why was it on the sides?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Proper cram in it. It just kept bugging me.
I don't know. I can't remember that in Saltburn. I remember Saltburn, but I don't remember the aspect ratio.
Can't forget Saltburn.
I know, what a film. But no, they do a bunch of stuff, and like the way they use colours and stuff like that in the films, they're good. And like, it's just like the story took a bit of a shit twist, and Nicolas Cage weren't. I don't know. I feel like his acting was fine, but like his acting was good. I just think
best out of a bad situation.
He should have like. He weren't scary enough. Which would have probably been fine.
I go and watch it and I'm just shitting myself at Nicolas Cage. He said he weren't scary.
But like, to be fair, it would have been fine if all the trailers weren't building up to how scary his character was.
Yeah.
Like all the trailers were like her meeting him for the first time and her heart rate, and you never really got to see him because it was all like staticky and like, oh, yeah. It's like he was going to be terrifying, and he just weren't. It was definitely weird and creepy and uncomfortable, but like, I don't know, there was just something about the film that just like didn't quite do it for me.
Oh well, that's Jacob's review.
Yeah, sorry if anyone planning to watch that and I've just ruined it.
Oh, yeah. I probably won't watch that, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know, I'd maybe watch it again, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it.
Should we do a time check?
Yeah.
I just need a piss, that's why.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course it does. Every episode. Right in the middle of a topic. I had another film to talk about, but we'll just leave it there. Right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh. Right, okay. Pick your poison. I'm sure you all get the gist. You'll figure it out as we go along if you don't. If you like Jack and as slow as... what's some of that slow?
A snail.
Yeah.
Snails.
So, Jack, this week's Would You Rather, pick your poison, whatever you want to call it. Remove your own nipples using sandpaper.
The word nipple just never not make me laugh.
Or
such a funny word.
Chew off a homeless man's fingernails and toenails.
What was the first one? I got distracted by nipples.
Remove your own
Remove your own what?
Oh, I nearly said remove your own sand nipples. Remove your own nipples using sandpaper.
Oh.
Or chew off a homeless man's fingernails and toenails.
All of them?
Oh, yeah, all 20. All 20. All 10 fingers and all 10 dogs need chewing.
That's a lot of work, that. They have to go right to the nub. So, like, there's like nothing...
Right to the nub?
Like, there's nothing left of his nail because I've just chewed them off.
Oh God, I didn't think of it like that.
Or is it just like
That's
one
an horrible thought. I thought
sliver of
I thought you just had like long nails and you were just like biting them down to a regular. What is going on with the sounds today?
The
goblins back.
The goblins have taken over me.
Oh God.
Well, there's a way you could.
Right, I thought of it as like he's got long nails and you've just got to chew him down to
normal size.
To a regular size. I don't think you've got to take him off his fingers because now that sounds like a punishment for him. I mean, I don't know if he wants you chewing on his toes, but I'm going to assume... Right, he's got long overgrown nails, right?
Yeah.
Bit like claws almost. You've got to chew him down to regular length. All 10 fingers, all 10 toes. Or...
But he has soggy feet as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but probably not water, probably more piss.
Yeah, sandpaper nipples for me. I think. Don't need me nipples.
Yeah, I'm going to go sandpaper your nipples as well. Your nipples, not mine.
They're each other's. Oh, stop crying, you wimp. The bit of sandpaper.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same and say remove your nipples using sandpaper. But fuck me, that's got to take a while.
Yeah, it's just like it's a torturing method, really. You couldn't do it to yourself. Your brain would surely just be like stopping you.
Well, yeah, but every time you stop, there's a homeless man's foot in your face.
What? I'm on about the sandpaper.
Yeah, and every time you stop,
what, he puts
sandpaper in your nipples, he's now got his dogs out ready to be chewed on.
Like, come on, you can't. It's alright, so you're getting a bit of both. A bit of a pick and mix.
No, I'm just saying as like motivation for you to carry on sandpapering.
Yeah, well, yeah, I made my decision. I'm not. Yeah, I just have to do it, won't I? Fuck them, get them off.
I hate questions like this because I'm. You're not going to make me do either.
Well, yeah, but you're gonna have to. Or else
yeah, I know that's the point, and I realise I bought the game and everything, so I don't know why I did that. But yeah, I'm gonna go remove your own nipples using sandpaper because I cannot be chewing on a homeless man's toes. The fingers are bad enough. Like even if it was just fingers, I would
nipples in place.
I would probably what?
like you're going to draw a nipple on to show where the nipple were. You're just going to have like little red circles.
But so are you asking if I'm going to do a little dot for like the tip?
Like once you've all like they've all gone, like you've passed the pain, it's been a couple weeks, months, it's sort of healed.
I wonder what that'd look like.
Now it's just skin, like, well, it'll be probably a red circle, I'm guessing. Won't just be normal skin shortly. Will that just be like, are you gonna get something in place to replace where the nipples were, or are you just gonna leave them plain?
Well, what are you gonna put on there to
like a rubber nipple?
Yeah, but surely that's just going to be falling off all the time.
Do you know when you put like a plunger on, like, if you put a plunger on like someone's bald head and it like plops off, it'd be like that.
Sticks
you
off.
Just stick it on. I would.
I don't think they're a thing. I don't. Unless you've got like plastic surgery, I don't think my nipples are hurting. It's like I can feel it. Like they're not hurting. It's just making them feel weird.
Yeah.
I don't
think I'll put anything on them.
No, and I think you'd have to get plastic surgery in order to have some fake nipples put on. I feel like Tom's about to correct me.
eBay.
Oh, of course.
£11, one pair of self-suction, washable, reusable silicone nipples.
Alright. I was wrong. For £11, you can get yourself a set of nipples off eBay.
Does that come with a full set, or is that one?
I suppose
if
I didn't have any nipples, I suppose maybe day-to-day life, maybe I'd just like no one's seen my nipples, so it don't matter.
Unless you go on holiday.
But yeah, that's why I said day-to-day life. But then I suppose if I was going on holiday or something,
you just get them ones off eBay.
Yeah, maybe I could stick some on.
fake nipples. Yeah, but you'll have to come pick them up.
Are they really?
Oh. I'm going picking some nipples up. Go to some guy's house, like he picked the chairs up today, but he's picking up nipples.
Yeah, so I only use these nipples once, mate. I've washed them. They come with all the parts. Oh my god. We could put massive black girl nipples on you.
Why me? Why do I have to have them?
Because you see, that just makes sense. I just need like the most opposite to you.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll have black nips.
Nothing wrong with them. Just don't belong on him. So is that what we're going with then?
Yeah,
we're gonna sandpaper our nipples off and buy some fake ones and stick them on, rather than chew on a homeless man's toenails and fingernails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're making the right decision.
I think that's a very good decision. I might go and do that when I get home.
Yeah. Right. Is that everything? Have you got anything to add? Have you got anything else you want to cover?
No.
Yeah.
I've let everything off that you need to know for this
Good
week.
episode, I reckon. I've really enjoyed this one.
I did laugh a lot that episode.
Yeah. I feel like we've had some cracking bits there. I'm glad to be back. Getting to the swing of things again.
It didn't feel like, well, it felt like we've been away for a while, but it didn't feel like we was filming for the first time again. It felt like we just got straight back.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no. That was a good ep. I'm excited to put this one out. Thank you again to everyone who has followed, liked, shared, subscribed, everything on all the socials, on YouTube, on Spotify. We are on some like other podcast apps, like I know like Samsung have their own podcast app and stuff like that we're on, and a few other little ones. But I mean, everyone's got YouTube or Spotify, haven't they? So, well, we're on them. If you're on Spotify, give us a rating. I think that's how they work. I think they do ratings.
Really?
I don't know. I don't use Spotify. Tom's nodding, yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube, like, share, subscribe, give us a comment. It's just good for like the algorithm and it popping up more in people's feeds.
Change our lives, please.
Yeah. But yeah, again, thank you for the support so far. It's been unreal.
Yeah. Very surprised.
Yeah. Right, sound. Well, that's everything. We'll catch you next time.
Catch you the next one.
Bye. I'll bet.